Hangout with your hosts, Crash Fistfight from Fatal Butterfly and Maxine Maxwell from the Maxwells.
Hey everybody, it's awesome to be back this week.
Absolutely. And as our viewers may see, it's a little different.
Yeah.
And the reason why it's different is we are using a new platform. We are using StreamYard instead of Google Hangouts, since Google Hangouts is no longer with us. But it seems to be really good, and it's been amazing so far. So
yeah, it seems like a pretty cool program so far, and shout out to the other podcasters who put the word out there about this new program.
Absolutely. It's hard to find, so you're going to really dig deep. Both Maxine and I, spent hours trying to search, and we just came up with the same old videos from years ago. Google Hangouts. Yeah, but what after? What after that? And then it was speaker. Well, we didn't want to go speaker.
Right. We wanted
to go back to Discord.
Yeah.
So thankfully, Maxine here found StreamYard. So
yeah, and I was like at my wit's end too. Like, I'm a researcher because I'm an educator already, but like I would not give up until I found something. And it was about 4 hours one day I had spent, and I was literally gonna like pull out my hair, and then I found all of this information about StreamYard on YouTube, and it was a definite blessing to find, seriously.
And here's the thing, you can also find them on Facebook. So
yeah, so we're just going to keep rolling with our show and keep building it as we are. In fact, speaking of our show, I will go over the mission statement really quick.
Yes, please.
So our mission statement is to be part of a revolution to create friendships with other artists and build a community network to save music.
Yes, that is definitely our mission statement. And we also have a drinking game. And there's a couple rules. Number one, we do not condone any underage drinking. So minors, get your juice, your soda, your sparkling, whatever.
Water
or juice. Juice is always good. And adults, you can have any of those, coffee, teas, sodas, whatever, but you can also have an adult beverage. It's backwards land here, so.
It is. I like that. Yeah.
So, and another rule is you need to listen to my word, which is wicked. So anytime you hear the word wicked, you drink. And Maxine's words are right on.
Right on.
So, Cheers.
Cheers.
So, I guess, what is our topic tonight? Well, yeah, I guess we can get to the topic later.
Well, it's just really cool that we're able to get this program to work. And so far, we haven't had any technical difficulties.
No.
So, I guess, right on.
Oh,
so far, so good, right?
Oh, it's going to be a fun night, so get your drinks handy.
I wanted to thank all of our dedicated viewers too. Like, I know that you've all been part of this through our thick and our thin, and you've been really cheering us on and trying to help us stay online as a show. And I just want to really thank you and cheers to you, because if it wasn't for you, we wouldn't even be here. So keep sharing our stuff, keep like encouraging us, and
keep tuning in, because we're always going to have lots of different bands come on all over the place. We are being viewed in Germany and China and stuff. Thank you to Bands for spreading the word of our podcast out there. That's how we were able to get the word out.
Yeah, our connection with Bands has been amazing, and it's been really cool to be part of something like that, because like our mission statement states, we are for other artists and musicians as is Bands for Bands. So it just makes sense that we're a partnership with them.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I kind of lost track there.
That's okay. This is just so exciting. And all of you musicians out there who have contacted us and want to be on our show, don't worry. We'll get you scheduled in. We're going to be messaging you, emailing you in the next few weeks, and definitely getting everybody a time slot, because obviously we're going to be able to keep rolling with this. And next week, you can welcome our guest, Death Fetish. They're from Port Angeles, Washington, and they're from my neck of the woods. So they're friends of mine, and we're going to have them featured next week.
And I will be on location with Maxine, which is very exciting.
Yes, I get to have Crash stay with me at my house for a few days, and we're going to have a fun girly time and do some touristy stuff on the peninsula together.
Yeah, I'm so excited about that. I'm excited.
And let's plug Alley Palooza, because that's how we're going to end our girly weekend, is at Alley's show.
And that is at O'Malley's on Friday night.
Yeah, so Friday the 16th at, I think it's 9 p.m. it starts, but I'd have to double check that.
And, yeah.
So Palooza is Alicia Hanna's band. She's going to be featured all night. And we're trying to get all of the female drummers in the Tacoma music scene together so that we can have a group photo together, so that we can party together, and we can support Allie at her awesome gig.
And the names of the bands are Digging for Change and Suburban Vermin. So
yeah.
Friday the 16th at O'Malley's, and it's 9 p.m. and it is free. So, but you have to be 21. So sorry.
Yeah. Anyway, looking forward to that, girl. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing Allie. I opened for Allie's band Suburban Vermin back on May the 4th and had a total blast with them. They are amazing, really nice people. I got to have shots with Allie, and she had some Jaeger with me. So Allie, you're having some Jaeger with me when I see you on the 16th.
Yeah, it's happening.
It's a thing.
So since we're talking about shows, you want to just do our neck of the woods?
Sure.
No, yeah, our neck of the woods. I can't even remember. All right, so a 13 band gig starting from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. It's a mixed bill. Hip hop, rock, metal, and alternative in Olympia, Washington on the 24th. And some of those bands, it's at Trails Inn, Martinique, featuring Vino, MK Ultra, and Another Sentiment.
Sweet.
And we have the Stacey Jones Band at Cliffhanger Bike Night, and that's August 8th at 7 p.m., and that's in Linwood.
Cool.
And we have Summer Concert Series at Olympic Cellars, August 10th at 7 p.m.
Nice.
And that's at Olympic Cellars in Port Angeles.
I was going to say, that's right out by me. That's like 5 miles down the road from me.
Yeah.
That's sweet.
And let's see. The amazing John Brown will join Cody Snow August 8th at the theater in Grand Junction, Colorado. Well, he's just going to be everywhere.
Heck yeah, that's cool.
We have Ledbetter, Ari Moore Band, and Ian Jones playing Friday, August 9th at Louis G's Pizza.
That's
awesome. Cutter, Potbelly, Burn Sick, and Gallowmaker are playing the Waterfront in Bellingham.
Nice.
Chris Newman Deluxe Combo, the Moberleys, and F Holes playing Saturday, August 10th. I'm not sure where. You got to tell me where, people. Fallen Children return with Raw Power, Arrowhead, Face Off with Vengeance, All Ages, Free Gig, Battle Only, and McClear's. They cut the photo off, so I don't know. Let's see. Come on, people. You gotta send me something better than this stuff. Infernal Harvest Fest. Doors at, I think, 8. Show at 9. I think it's at the crypt. I don't know exactly where.
Oh, Buddy's trying to make an appearance. Buddy, come here. Come here, buddy. Can everybody see my doggo? Hi, doggy. He's my boy.
Yes, big boy. Arrowhead from Lewis County. The Cannydales at Red Dog Saloon this Friday. And we have Massacre at the Opera. And I gotta say, funny thing is I'm actually wearing my Massacre of the Opera shirt.
Oh, that's a cool shirt. I like that.
Right? It's so awesome. Of course I ripped it up. Those guys are awesome.
I love that because I do that too.
So Massacre at the Opera, Burn Through Life, and Bleed the Stone, and Method 13 are playing Tony V's Garage on Saturday, August 10th. And with that said, I need to plug your show. Plug your show.
Oh, yes. It is time. The circus is coming. We've been promoting this for months, and we've been getting ready for this for a very long time. So don't forget to catch me and the rest of the 3 Ring Circus Tour in Lacey, Washington at Friends of Frankie's this Friday, August 9th. Show starts at 8:30 p.m. I believe the doors open at 7:30 p.m., so please be there to hang out with us. We're going to have plenty of merchandise from all of the bands, including the tour. You can catch the Maxwells with Hard Circus, Debbie Blackout, Unique, and Stone Pilots that night. It's going to be $20 at the door, but it is an entrance fee for the bands, including the fee to be in the club at Friends of Frankie's, because it's a very inclusive club that you can actually smoke in. Wink, wink.
So it's 420 friendly.
So the Clonapalooza Smokers Tour is putting on the show for us, and big shout out to them. Also, shout out to Battle Hammer Music for fronting the tour.
And also, I have one last one. My band Fatal Butterfly will be playing the Garfield Street Festival and Car Show in Parkland this Saturday, or next Saturday.
The 17th?
No, yes, the 17th. Holy crap. The night after Alley Fest. So the 17th.
You are a girl next week.
Yes. And the band lineup is at 10 a.m. Cocktail Jazz Collective will be playing. 11 a.m. my band Fatal Butterfly will be playing. At noon, Western Spiders will be playing.
Yeah.
1 p.m. Highway 7 Bluegrass will be playing.
Sweet.
2 p.m. the Chris Jones Band will be playing. 3 p.m. Kira Michelle, who I'm very excited to see again.
Nice.
And 4 p.m. is 52 Pickup. So those of you in the Parkland, Tacoma area, you should totally come to the car show and check us out.
Very cool. That sounds like it's going to be a really fun show.
I'm excited.
Sweet.
Oh, there's, we should also mention the LLS, the second LLS.
Yes, that's coming up. That's coming up quick.
That is in September. Let me get to that real quick. Sorry, it's taking me for a minute. So it's going to be at Louis G's September 4th. And Good Time Hustle, Chasing Oz, Honey Trap, Vicious Kitty, Machinery of the Universe, Strawberry Rocket, Darby Picnic, Catalyst, Now and Glow, and Moon Letters will be playing, and it starts at 2 p.m. And, this is for a good cause, everybody. This is, for the leukemia, what is it? Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. That's what it is. It just says LLS.
Yeah. Yeah, super good cause, and what a stellar lineup. That's going to be a really good show.
Yes. So
I thought I would also mention that the Maxwells are going to be playing the Clonapalooza 7 annual festival. That festival is going to be September 7th and 8th, and we are playing on the 8th at 6 p.m. So check us out and all of our friends through Clonapalooza, guys. It's a free festival, and it's going to be at the Roach House this year.
Right on.
Right on. You wicked girl.
Double whammy. So I'm really happy with this new program.
I'm really happy with it too, and I'm excited to try it out with the guests next week and see how the link works for them.
Yeah.
It's a better connection so far. Like on my end, it always seemed a little bit blurry sometimes, so I'm hoping that it's coming in a little more clearer for everybody out there.
Yeah, me too. At least my camera's working, so I mean that's something in the right direction.
Right.
Hasn't cut out yet, so we'll see.
Do you want to jump into some Drummer's Corner stuff? Because I got some things to talk about.
Oh, yes.
Like my score from a few weeks ago.
Oh, yes.
Oh, my gosh, you guys. I went to a pawn shop in Swim, and Max had seen a new snare drum. Well, not new, but used snare drum, a Ludwig snare drum in the window. And he went and checked it out, but he thought the price was a little steep. It was about $239. And he came home and he told me about it. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to go check it out. So the next day I went in and I looked at it. It's a really nice snare. It's got a really nice stand. What we didn't understand at first is that it also came with a xylophone. And when I met with the pawn shop owner, he came over and I introduced myself. I told him I'm Maxine Maxwell and I'm in a band called the Maxwells. And we started talking a little bit about music. I told him I was a drummer and that I was looking for a new snare stand. So I told him that I would like to barter and I wanted just the snare drum and the stand if that were possible. And we went back and forth bartering, and I got the set for $100 because I stuck to my guns and I told him I did not want the xylophone. So I was pretty excited because, I mean, Ludwig is a really good brand already.
And it's a piccolo snare.
Yes, and it's so cute and tiny. I'll grab it. I'll show it to you guys. So I got the stand apart because I got to do a little bit of work on it because it's a little too tall for me. So Max is going to cut it so that I can adjust it to the height that I need it. But the head is nice. Everything's pretty good about it. I'm not sure what kind of wood this is. I do need to look it up still. I literally bought this the day before I left on vacation. And yep, there's the price tag.
There's the price tag.
It was $239, but I didn't pay $239. So yeah, I've been meaning to Google it and see exactly what I have. And I'm super excited because this is only the second snare drum that I've ever owned in my life. Because my drum set that is behind me, whoa, it is a mirror image.
I know, it's like backwards land.
So, my drum set is the only drum set that I have ever had. I mean, I've played on other drum sets, like when I was in school, when I was learning, when I was in elementary school and in high school, but this is the only set that I've ever owned. I've gotten different cymbals, but I've not gotten different drums before. So I'm super excited to have this really nice snare, and I'm going to make it work for me.
Heck yeah. I love my piccolo. Like, I love it so much.
Oh my God, I'll show you guys.
Cracks so nice. It's
I'll
just
show you the xylophone too. It's pretty
yeah.
So the reason why the guy couldn't separate the set is because it is all in one case. So let me try to position the camera right here. The snare goes on top of the case, and both the snare and the xylophone stands go inside the other compartment of the case, and the xylophone is on the bottom part. So here's the snare stand. I have it apart trying to fix it up for myself. And there's the xylophone. It's really not my thing, but I think I'm gonna play around with it. It is a, fun little percussionist instrument to have. Not gonna lie, I really love to barter. My dad is a mechanic. He's taught me how to barter throughout my life. And I feel like I got a really good deal for what I wanted.
Yeah.
Well, and I was so geeking out. I called you right away, Crash. I was like,
I know.
Oh, no.
Dude, when you showed me the case, I was like, oh my God, it's so awesome.
It is pretty awesome.
But then it got me thinking about xylophones, and it got me thinking about Oingo Boingo.
That's awesome.
So I'm like, you know what? That could be something.
It's a really nice xylophone. It's got a good sound to it. So can't complain. But I am glad I stuck to my guns because I've talked about this before. I'm a meat and potatoes type drummer. I don't like a lot of extra stuff. I like to just have what I need. I don't need a lot of extra pizzazz to my stuff because it's enough to focus on singing and drumming at the same time. And I'm a punk style drummer, so I don't need a lot.
I feel you on that, but at the same time, I really like more.
Yeah, you like all the fancy. What I think is really interesting.
But I also like playing more metal style drums.
Right, and that's like, exactly what I was going to say.
Stuff. So
I find that interesting because like you're in a punk style band, but you bring the metal edge to it.
Yeah.
And I'm in like a metal band, but I'm a punk style drummer, so I bring that to.
Right.
Maxwell. So
you're the same, but not.
Yeah. We're like, I don't know, the other
mirror image, but
mirror image
is kind of opposite, like this land. It's like opposite.
Mirror image.
I don't know where to go. It's like
Mirror Image is one of my favorite Deadbeat Blackout songs.
Right.
But I've got a few favorite Deadbeat Blackout songs. I like Nemesis. And I like Tear It Down. I mean, I like all their songs, but I got my top favorite, so
yeah.
I'm getting super excited to hang out with my girl Hecate.
Me too. This Saturday I'm going to Hecate's. That's right.
Yes.
I'm going to the Beer Olympics, second annual Beer Olympics, to go check some beer and show the guys what's up.
Yeah, that's gonna be
how drummers do it.
You're gonna kick so much butt, girl. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, because I'm always yelling on stage, more beer on stage. I always say that. And it always happens. Like, all of a sudden I look down, there's beer. And I'm like, yes. So now I want one of those beer helmets and just be like, more beer. And just have somebody, like, put new cans. I think that'd be kind of funny.
Well, it's hard to like grab a drink as a drummer. You know, like you almost need like a camelback or like you said, like the helmet.
The helmet. Then you have the straw that just comes down. Like,
Yeah,
well,
like,
you know what? I don't know if that'll work because I have my microphone there.
I actually prefer the sippy straw water bottle. I just so happen to have my drumming water bottle here because I'm in my jam room. It has a straw. It has this like little lever too. It's like whatcha, but I keep the straw up when I'm jamming so I can just grab and go because you need to hydrate and move on to the next song as fast as you can. I also have this product that Hecate introduced me to. I was telling you about it yesterday.
Yes. I'm really wanting to see this.
So it's called Singer's Soothing Throat Spray. And I'm telling all of you vocalists out there, go on Amazon and get this awesome little product here. In fact, Singer's Extra Strength Spray, if you want to sponsor us, I will keep advertising you because I love you. And I actually like the taste. I know a lot of people hate this. In fact, when Hecate introduced me to it, she's like, it tastes like ass. But Maxine,
I could totally hear you saying that too.
but Maxine, you'll totally like it because you love Jaeger and it's black licorice. And she was right. It is black licorice. It is all herbal. It is all pretty safe as long as you're not allergic to any of the herbs that are involved in this Singer spray. It's just amazing. It helps open up the throat, clear the sinuses, and it helps to really moisten your vocal cords so that you can really project and have a lot of strength when you're singing. And I need that so bad because I'm back there drumming and I don't have a lot of time to guzzle a bunch of water. So just having a couple sprays right before, let's say like Celtic Demon, really helps me hit all of those notes and be able to get through that song without having to struggle, I guess.
You know, I think it would be nice because with Fatal Butterfly, we usually start our set with our cover of The Mission by Pussifer. And I sing and drum in that one. That's how we started. And then go down, I don't know, 4 or 5 songs, and then I have to sing again. So it'd be nice to like spray and then I can have my drink. Because usually I have my drink like right under my snare. Because that way, like, I know it's not going to go anywhere because I have a double kick and my feet are busy on that, not wandering around elsewhere. So, it's pretty safe down there. But
that's why you need like a dream theater set up so that you can just have your feet everywhere.
No, but I definitely need to get like a scrum with like some rollers, some casters on, and just be like, woo-hoo.
I can totally see you doing that.
Oh, I would too.
That's awesome.
Kill it. I don't even know what I play, but I just start beating shit in time. That's all I know.
That's
so much stuff. Like,
that's quote of the day. Beating shit in time.
Keeping shit in time.
Right on.
Drummers doing shit that other people can't. That's what we do.
Well, and it's interesting. There's some studies out there. I wish I could, off the top of my head, quote what studies specifically, but they've done CAT scans of drummers' minds as they're drumming and as they're performing, and it shows that there's different parts of the brain that that non-drummers, like other people, don't light up. So we open up a totally different realm of.
I have to giggle because it just reminds me of like band practice when I'm sitting right here.
Yeah.
You know, right here. This is my drum kit here, just sitting there, and all of its beautiful luster.
And it's beautiful. What's the name again? You got to tell me.
It's a Pacific. Oh, his name is Tank.
That's right, Tank. I could not remember your drum set name.
Tank. It used to be George, but then he grew by like a kick and 2 toms. So no, it's Tank. But when I'm playing, we keep the drapes open. I'm just staring out the window, just like watching like squirrels play in the neighbor's yard, and I'm not even thinking anything of it. I'm just like on autopilot back there. Mm, Oh, hold on.
Are we getting a phone call?
On the other phone.
We should do that. Like, call in.
No, we totally could do that.
We could do that. Be like, hey guys, call us. Like anybody could call in on Messenger or something, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, we could totally do that.
we could do that. That'd be fun.
Like if they want to ask bands questions.
Well, and we should do call-ins because I know Pagan County Rebels wanted to give us that package, that merchandise package to give away. And we've still been trying to figure out a good way to do that. And we could do a call-in.
Speaking of Pagan County Rebels, I don't know if you heard the news.
Oh, I did. I saw Stump.
Unfortunately, Stump the drummer has to retire. He's just getting a little too old, he said. So we want to wish you, you know, all the greatness in life, I guess.
Yeah, we want to wish you the best. Sorry, I never got to see you live. Like, that's a bummer.
I did, and it was awesome. I got to see Pagan County Rebels a few times.
That's
Actually, I should have. If I would have known that we were going to mention them tonight, I would have pulled out my koozie.
Aww.
And yeah, so I have their koozie. They're just wonderful guys. But Stump, we wish you all the best, and yeah, bon voyage.
Yeah, and here's drummers to another drummer.
Yes.
Oh, right on. Cheers to you.
Cheers, Stump. I still want a Stump shirt, though.
Yeah. You hear that, guys? You better get us some Stump shirts.
All right.
Mm-hmm. And they still owe me my koozie.
Oh my God. It comes in black or red.
Ooh, I might have to get red.
I got the red one too because everybody was grabbing all the black ones. And I was like, you know what? I don't conform to others. So.
Oh my God, that is so funny. Max just reminded me of an interview that he watched. Since
it was an interview.
Since we're in Drummer's Corner, I don't know if do you know the Black Keys at all, Crash?
Yes.
Okay, so we're big fans of the Black Keys, been following the Black Keys for years. And there was an interview that they recently did. And the drummer said, quote, "Every drummer is in a band with someone that is better at guitar than them."
It's so true.
And I freaking love that quote because just a little secret. I guess it's not a secret anymore if I'm live on air internationally, but I'm starting to learn ukulele.
Are you really? So,
yes.
Funny story. The other night, Anthony and I were just, dicking around in our living room, which is also our band room.
I totally get that.
And he pulled out his guitar, and I was like, "Give me that!" And I just started doing power chords, and he's like, "You're not too bad with that." I'm like, "I don't know what I'm doing, dude. I'm just messing around."
That's sweet. Well, you play bass, so you're already a string.
I played bass for 28 years, so
yeah.
But I've never played like power. Well, I didn't usually play power chords on my bass because I was a punk bassist, and there's
that makes sense.
Not a whole lot of power chords and punk bass. So, but it was kind of. I remember it was really fun. I was, we'll just call it medicated. At the time.
I seriously, it's going to take me a while. I only know probably 4 chords
I don't even know chords. I just know power chords. I'm just like, I don't know, but it's. I don't mean to, but that's what I was always taught was the
Max, you want to come join us?
fuck you chord.
I hear him in the kitchen and he's like, oh no. Say hi, babe.
Hi, babe.
Max has to come out with
Right
us.
on, Ginger. Say goodnight, Ginger.
A buddy came to join us too. Buddy, come here, buddy. Say hi, buddy.
So I did something bad.
Oh.
I joined an American Bulldog Society website.
That is not bad at all.
But the bad thing is that they're all in like San Bernardino, California.
Oh, that's where Buddy's from.
That's where Buddy came from.
Right. Well, how do I get them to ship it up here?
Well, the Humane Society brought up Buddy. If it was like in an all kills shelter, that's how they got him. They had space and they brought him up.
You know, and he came up and he was only in the shelter here for 3 weeks. Yeah. So what we did is we connected with Boxer Rescue and Boston Terrier Rescue. We really wanted a Boston. But we went in and we found Buddy. And I have been so happy that I went with my pit bull mix because he loves me unconditionally. He's badass, but he's my little baby. And yeah, we kind of wanted a smaller dog, but you know, like I wouldn't have it any other way now. It was meant to be. So you never know, like staying connected with this group might find a bulldog mix or a bulldog that you're looking for that's closer.
No, I've also, and every dog that they post, I want to just save every single one of them because they have this really super sad story. Every single one of them. Like, I'd have 1,000 freaking bulldog pit bull mixes. Like if I could. Anthony probably would not like that, and Ben would probably not like that very much. But whatever. Every dog needs a forever home, and some of them are young, and some of them are old.
Well, and that dog will find you somehow, somewhere. The universe will bring you the dog that you're supposed to have.
Yeah, it's been killing me. I even joined the Seattle Bulldog Association.
There is nothing wrong with that because you never know. Like if you're putting it out there that what you're looking for and there's connections being made, then something will come up eventually.
Yeah, it just been really missing Popeye a lot lately.
I understand completely. Like
I know it's only been like a couple months, but it's still like, ugh. I just miss hugging him, and I miss like his little wiggles and chasing the cat, and the cat smacking him in the butt.
Yeah.
In a playful manner, you know, he'd be safe on the table, just like reaching out there trying to get him. But I know my dog will come.
Yes, they will, and it will be what it will be, and it will be at the right time. You know, like be patient, my friend. They'll come your way. You're meant to be a doggy mama.
Right, I know. And apparently a chicken mama because
the chicken's like you.
Oh my gosh. So I found out it was our next door neighbor's chicken. And because there was one chicken in the pen, one chicken out of the pen, and one in my yard. Like it was just like hanging out in my driveway. I'm just out there smoking a cigarette. And I hear this bark, 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 bark. I'm like, what the hell? And I look over and I'm like, there's a damn chicken in the damn driveway.
Man, I freaking
I watched it like walk, and I'm just like, what in the world? And then she came right up to me, like, was just like trying to jump in my arms, and she was so sweet. Just
that's funny. That's a very personable chicken.
Yeah, and I heard like some chicken noises earlier in the morning, and Anthony was like, that's the sound of a chicken getting killed. I'm like, that's the sound of a chicken laying an egg. So, yeah. And so what I think happened is they had one of them tried to get out and got stuck and then finally got out or something. I'm not sure. But I went in the backyard to see maybe she laid an egg in my yard because there was an awful lot of noise that came from like my yard sounding. And I went back there and she walked back there and went straight to the back corner. And then that's when I looked and saw that there were other chickens. So I put her over the fence. And that was fine. But then she couldn't get in her coop to roost, and we have coyotes out here.
Oh.
Like I've seen coyotes run through my front yard like it's nothing.
Yeah.
Them and their babies just running through my front yard. And so I was like, you know what? I don't want them to get hurt. So Anthony and I decided that we were going to put them in their cage. And so we went back there, and the one that was out of the cage, because there was only one in the cage and two outside. Well, one of them that was outside got back in the cage somehow. I'm not even sure how it got back in there, but it got back in there. But the one that was in my driveway just couldn't figure it out. So then I like put her over the wall of the cage and stuff. But when I went and checked on them today, just to make sure that they were still in the yard because the neighbors still aren't home.
Oh.
Like they ran to their little wall of the fence, and we're just like in their coop, and they were just like running back and forth and back and forth. I thought it was cute. They wanted to come see me.
Man, chickens are rock and roll. I freaking love having chickens when we had chickens.
They have so much personality. Like people don't really understand like how much personality they have, and I'm like, holy crap.
Yeah, we had chickens when we lived on the farm in North Dakota when we lived with Max's band, Cold Silo. We had chickens and they laid eggs. And truth be told, like if you play music for chickens, they lay more eggs. We had a dozen eggs a day. It was insane because, well, we had like 24 chickens and we'd play, you know, a variety of music for them. It didn't really matter. We played classical, we played classic rock, and we played heavy rock for them, and they would consistently lay eggs for us in the spring and the winter. So
nice.
It was really cool. We had to give up having chickens when we moved into town, but then after we moved to Washington, we got settled in at a rental, and we had chickens for a year and a half, I want to say, and then you know, it was really nice to have layers again because we really like having eggs, fresh eggs like that. And yeah, the chickens are very personable when you get them as little baby chicks and you raise them. They are like pets. Unfortunately, we had them in a chicken tractor. And when I came home from work one day, a neighbor dog had busted into the chicken tractor and killed all of my chickens but one.
Aww.
It was really, really devastating and really hard. My next door neighbor, the other neighbor on the other side of me, had chickens and offered to take our chickens so that she wouldn't be lonely. And it was really cool that they took her because she would literally stare at her water because she was so depressed that her sisters were gone. So
yeah,
I'm glad that she got adopted to a good home, and she was a lot happier. So
that's good.
Even chickens have feelings, guys.
Yeah, like. Kind of makes me bad for like a chicken strips, but
yeah, I was gonna say I like eating chicken too, but
I like venison too. But
yeah, exactly. Speaking of venison, I have a crazy deer story for you.
Oh, I do too. Those blueberry stealing motherfuckers.
Oh, I know. I've got my berries are out now, and I've got my yard is next to a forest and a meadow, so there's deer that come through pretty frequently. But I have a pit bull, and he doesn't like anything in his yard. So the other day, he asked to go outside to go potty, and well, I thought it was to go potty, and I was like, oh yeah, okay. And I slide open the door, and he just tucks his butt under, and he bolts toward the corner where my berry bushes are. And I can't see beyond my berry bushes because they're so tall right now. What I didn't know, in the corner of my yard, there was a couple deer.
Oh.
So a doe comes flying out of the bushes, jumps over my back fence. But I hear this crazy noise, like, and I was like, what the hell is going on? Buddy had a fawn. So Buddy caught the fawn. They come out of the berry bushes. He's got the fawn by the back legs. And I'm like, no, stop. And he lets go and he listens to me. And thankfully, all of this is within seconds.
Yeah.
And he comes back to me. The fawn tries to follow where the mama went and tries to jump over the fence, but doesn't clear it, takes out my back fence, gets tangled up in it and just takes it out. Just,
oh my gosh.
Well, Max and I had to mend our fence this weekend because the deer took the fence out.
Is baby fawn okay? I mean,
yeah, I was really worried about baby fawn because I could hear it like out in the forest. I couldn't find it, but I could hear it, like and I was like, oh God, I hope it's okay and it's not going to be like in pain. I saw them just yesterday morning. So all of this happened on Friday, and yesterday morning when Buddy was at work with Max, I saw the fawn and the mom in the meadow.
So we have this family of deer that live on the property that's next to ours, and this family of deer like to graze on the morning glory in our yard, which is fine. That's better for me because it's just stupid morning glory. What do I care? It's a weed. I'm going to pull it anyway, so please eat it.
Right.
Well, then they came up to my little garden. I have some peas growing, some jalapeno peppers growing, and some Brussels sprouts growing. Because I love Brussels sprouts.
I do too. Oh my God, yes.
I like to cut them, like shave them, and then steam them, then fry them in butter with bacon and jalapeno.
Oh my.
Oh, so good. And it goes with anything. It doesn't even matter.
A cooking with Crash segment.
Yeah. Oh my God. I'm an amazing cook. I can't lie. So they started eating the leaves on my Brussels sprouts. I'm like, no, what are you doing? Well, we had this blueberry bush that had like hundreds of damn blueberries on it ready to go.
Ooh.
I was actually
or anything? You would do like the jam?
No, but I like to make kombucha.
Oh yeah, Max does that sometimes. Yeah.
And so I like to have fresh fruit in my kombucha. That's how I flavor it. So I was gonna do like a strawberry and blueberry kombucha.
Okay. Yum.
And so my strawberries finished first before my blueberries. So that didn't happen. But I was still planning on making blueberry kombucha. So I was going to harvest the blueberries. Well, I went over to, my friend Annie's house for a while. And I get a text from Anthony asking me if I harvested the blueberries. And I was like, no, why? And the deer had been in our yard just that morning. And I was like, those assholes.
Oh my gosh.
They left like 5 green blueberries.
Oh.
Ate all of them. All of them. They left like a trail of them, like 8 blueberries. Like,
man, you need
I need a shotgun is what I need.
Them damn deer. Oh my gosh. I have yet to have strawberries because of the deer. Like I'll get blueberries, I'll get salmon berries because of where the position in my yard. It is not really that often that I have deer back by the blueberry bushes. That was like totally by chance. And I think it was because, Max and I went on vacation and we weren't here for a while. And I think the deer got in and they just did what they wanted in our yard. And when we came back, they tried to do that again and realized that
Oh no, they're home.
This is Buddy's property, man. You can't do that.
Yeah. Yeah. The cat hangs out with the deer, and the deer are kind of interested in the cat. It's weird. But
Really?
yeah, it's the weirdest thing. And then, like, the closer the deer gets to the cat, like, he'll, like, run under the cherry tree, and if they get, like, within feet of him, he will just, like, run up that cherry tree so quick. And then, yeah. Then it sets up the chipmunks.
So cool.
Yeah, they ate all the raspberries. They ate all the blueberries. I got all my strawberries. Well, most of them. Some of the strawberries fell to slugs. Those bastards.
Oh, them wicked bastards.
Yeah, and it wasn't until I looked at them like close up, I was like, oh my gosh, they look like little bulldogs. Oh, you said right on.
I said wicked.
Oh, you said wicked, and I just said right on. So
yeah, we said each other's words.
I guess we're listening to Beck now. We were just listening to Charlie Drown, but now we're listening to Beck. So I wasn't sure.
And I hear that she wants to be on our show.
Well, I'm going to ask her. Fingers crossed.
Okay, that's cool.
But I'm pretty sure if I talk to a drummer friend of mine, Jason Van Ness from Antihero, shout out. Maybe I can talk him into getting her on the show. She could promote her little shop. I gotta go. You and I have got to go down there. It's in Tacoma. It's called the Wonderful World of Wacky Tacky.
I think I would love that.
The stuff she has in there is awesome. We would like it.
Is it like oddity stuff?
Kind of, but like, I don't know, a lot of weird stuff. Like she'll have like a clawfoot bathtub.
Yeah.
A pumpkin man statue. Cool. And like just like weird stuff, but cool stuff. Like you and I would definitely like it. I mean, it might not be everybody's taste, but there is stuff in her shop for everyone, if that makes sense. Like she has little brass trinket boxes. And
also like some antique stuff, some oddity stuff, some...
It's a lot of bric and brac.
That's cool. I like stuff like that. I like stores like that.
She has clothing. She has antiques. You know, it's a mix of a lot of stuff.
That's really cool.
Yeah, so everybody should check it out.
Well, and it's only August, but I'm always shopping for like Halloween inspired decor because as Max always tells me when the Halloween decorations come out, he's like, "Oh, are you going to go shopping for house decorations for us?"
Then that is definitely the store for you.
I figured, yeah. So, yeah, I like the oddities. I like the Halloween inspired. I like vintage Halloween stuff quite a bit.
Oh, me too. And she definitely has that kind of stuff.
And Christmas time, I do vintage Christmas as much as I can too, because you know, I like the creepy stuff, and vintage Christmas stuff is pretty creepy.
For the longest time, I was doing Winnie the Pooh decorations. Like every year, I would buy a Winnie the Pooh decoration.
Oh,
One year I couldn't find a Winnie the Pooh decoration, so I painted Winnie the Pooh on a Christmas ornament with the year on the back.
Oh.
And I would get like glass blown Winnie the Poohs and just some really cool Winnie the Poohs that people knew what I was doing, so they would give me, you know, Christmas ornaments for Christmas. That was my Christmas gift. And I was like, heck yeah.
Special.
So yeah. And you know, I hope my kids like put that out there too.
That's really cool. Like I had no idea you were into Winnie the Pooh. That's awesome.
I really do love Winnie the Pooh because he's not always in the best of moods, you know. He's like, oh bother, when he gets angry or frustrated, you know. He's not always an Eeyore, but he's not always a Tigger. You know what I mean? He's a nice combination. So that's why I like him. But I do like Tigger. I like his spunk.
I'm big on Garfield. I love Garfield.
I love Garfield. He's kind of lazy. I like that.
Yeah, I love that. I love that he loves food. I love that he hates Mondays.
Yeah.
And my grandma is really, really into Garfield, and that's probably where I got the love for Garfield, was from her. And yeah, I truly love Garfield. My other favorite character is Maleficent. I've always loved Maleficent.
I love her.
From Sleeping Beauty. Even when I was a kid, I really, really loved Maleficent because of her look.
Right.
And then they came out with the Maleficent movie in the past few years.
Which is one of my favorite movies.
Yeah, and it made Maleficent more popular, so I can find more Maleficent stuff. My mom and my dad totally spoil me. They get me Maleficent stuff all the time. I've got my Maleficent purse. I've got shirts. I've got jewelry. I've got figurines. I've got freaking everything.
Right.
And I love it.
Right. Yeah.
In fact, there's a Maleficent 2 coming out in October.
Really?
Yes, I should send you the trailer. Oh my gosh, you got to check it out because I think it's going to be better than the first one.
Ooh.
It looks like it's a little more evil, and I like that.
Oh, I like that.
Uh-huh.
So speaking of some new things coming out, so on Netflix, I hate to shout out Netflix, but it's more for the movie Jim Henson's Dark Crystal.
Oh, I know. Oh my gosh.
There's a new series coming out.
Freaking love the Dark Crystal.
And it's a prequel to the Dark Crystal.
Yes.
So, yeah, I encourage those of us who are in Gen X or whatever.
That's me. I just sent you the Maleficent.
Check it out. Oh, okay, I was like, who is this now?
Yeah, I've been super excited about the Dark Crystal series because my brother and I grew up with that movie. It was one of my top favorite movies of all time. I love the Dark Crystal, and I'm super stoked because with today's technology, with today's special effects, it's going to be what Jim Henson envisioned. It's going to be intense.
Yes.
It's going to be amazing. And I do understand from watching some of their behind the scenes that they are trying to stay true to their look. They are still trying to stay true to a lot of the puppetry. So there'll be a lot of that, a lot of those elements included too.
Right. And I own that movie, so it's always easy for me to remind myself. And every time that I have a friend that comes over and they've never heard it or have never seen it, I'm like, ooh, it's guess what movie we're watching right now?
Let's have some popcorn because we're watching that right now.
Yeah, it's almost as awesome as Idiocracy or The Fifth Element or
the Labyrinth. It's right up there with
Labyrinth. Yes, Legend. I also like the movie Lady Hawk. It's a shout out to Rutger Hauer, who just recently passed away. That was one of my favorite movies that Rutger Hauer was in.
That's cool.
Him and Michelle Pfeiffer. She was a hawk by day and he was a wolf by night.
That's cool.
And they were, it's weird. Oh.
I actually had never seen The Princess Bride until I met Max.
Oh my goodness.
So I met Max my first year in college, and he was actually quoting the movie.
My name is Montoya, Vigo Montoya.
Well, he would say "as you wish" all the time.
Oh my gosh. I was just going to say "as you wish."
Well, and I had no idea what that was referencing until he had me watch the movie, and he still says that to me. It just warms my heart. How sweet.
I say that to Anthony all the time.
Oh, I love it.
I do. He'll ask me something. I'm like, "As you wish."
Oh.
As you wish. So
it's such a funny movie, but it's also a really good love story, and I'm such a sucker for that stuff.
Oh, I know, and it's silly, and I think that's the pure beauty of it, though, is the silliness.
Yeah, definitely. Well, cool. Man, I'm so looking forward to like having you over here.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Like I've literally been counting down the days, and I'm like, okay, we got to do this weekend. We got to do that this weekend.
Yeah, we're gonna do a lot of really cool stuff here, like including like hopefully getting in for a tour of the Dungeness schoolhouse, because I know that you have history there with it, and it's going to be really fun to do. And Port Townsend is going to be a fun day too.
Yeah, it's where I can finally put the last of my father's ashes to rest. So I'm excited for that. It's been a long time coming. So
and that's a big reason why we're getting together, is so that you can come out here and do that.
Yeah, finalize that. Yeah, I was hoping to have a trip with my daughters, but I have one daughter that lives in Auburn now, and I have one daughter still down in Centralia, so it's really hard to, and their schedules differ.
Well, it's hard to get everybody together, I get it. Well, yeah. It's an honor to be part of it.
But I'm glad that I get to do it with you.
Yeah. So. And we'll make it a special day,
Yeah.
When was the last time you were in Port Townsend? How long has it been?
Oh. Trying to remember how old my children were. I think they were like 9 and 11.
Wow, so it's been at least a dozen years. Like it's been 10
almost.
Wow. Well, I know within that time, because I moved out here 11 years ago, Port Townsend's awesome. Like, don't get me wrong, but like there's been a lot of changes, a lot of cool stuff coming in, a lot of things that are different. We'll have to go check out the museum there. It's really sweet. It's super haunted. I'm
excited because who knows? Like, I know my family has been in Port Townsend and Sequim. Like, they originated in Sequim and then they had migrated to Port Townsend. Not like it's that big of a migrate.
It's not that big of a migrate, but it's so different. Like,
it really is.
The whole atmosphere, the whole, I guess geographically it's different. I mean, climate-wise it's different. I mean, it can be like 10 degrees warmer here than it is 20 minutes away in Port Townsend. They're not really that far away from us as far as geography goes, but because they are right beside the water and they are positioned where they are on the strait, they have different weather patterns. They have a different system. I mean, it's very, very different from even just here.
Yeah. I love Fort Worden, speaking of Port Townsend. That place
we gotta go out there because the bunkers are out there.
Yes, and they're so creepy, but I love them so much. And like
super creepy. Oh my gosh, I know.
They have those hooks that run along the ceiling on those things, and you can just like slide on them. I think that's how they moved ammunition.
Yeah.
They would just hang it on there and then slide it across whatever way that they needed it to go.
There's definitely a really creepy energy out there, I love that stuff. Another pretty haunted place, and Max and I have talked about filming one of our future music videos at the bunkers. So hopefully, within the next year, we'll be able to do something like that.
Yes. I wonder, do you have to get permits for that? Because it is considered United States property or whatever?
You would have to contact the Historical Society to get that approved.
Yeah.
So
it should be fun though.
Yeah, it'll be worth it. There's my other music video I want to do. I want part of the Olympic mountains from the Olympic National Park from Hurricane Ridge in part of the scene. So got to talk to the park about that. But usually people are pretty cool about us filming because it gets them recognition and it brings it brings more people in to check out these areas.
Right. I don't think I've ever come across somebody being like, no, I don't think you should do that.
Right.
Like, okay, but people come out here and go hiking and take pictures all I want. So I don't see what the big deal is if we're filming, a video or whatever.
Well, and I know it's totally different for like full length movies versus music videos. And I believe it's because, of the taxes that are involved with a production like that and the legalities that are involved and also the length of film. So like there's just different rules with stuff like that.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough on that.
Speaking of movies, like I've been following the Lady of the Lake production.
Me too. Me too. I see the cast is coming along quite nice.
I'm so excited. The cast is coming together and it's really moving along. And what I was really excited about is while I was on vacation in Montana and I was out of cell reception and I was totally disconnected, what I didn't know is that I had fans of mine tagging me and messaging me stuff about the Lady of the Lake. So they're following it even before I get it. And I'm like, I'm so excited that I've, spread the word about this project.
I've been sharing it too. So,
yeah, thank you.
I mean, this is important to you. So if it's important to you, of course it's going to be important to me because we're trying to build this, we're building a sisterhood. We're building a community and we should promote each other's success and not, like a lot of people would get jealous about it. It was like, why? Because somebody else is doing something different than you and no. So of course I'm going to support you. And I'm so excited. I'm so excited for you.
Thank you. I'm excited too. And you're right. It's about the friendships and the bonds and the support that we give each other too. That's why it's so awesome to have found you and to be friends with you now, Crash.
Yes. Oh, yes.
I feel that sisterhood and I feel that connection and I feel that support. And it's so, so cool to have that.
Isn't it nice? It's so nice. And I love that we're really bringing a sisterhood together. I feel like with, we have Alley Fest coming up at O'Malley's. And a lot of us female drummers are going to be there to support each other.
Right.
And, not just that, but, all of us bands are coming together and going to each other's shows and, and that's so important in our industry. So important.
It really is. And even a year ago, I didn't think that I'd be this well connected within the music community in the city, like in Seattle, Tacoma area. And it just feels so good to be part of a network like that and to be building fans and friends out of all of this. It's really, really cool. So shout out to my friends and fans out there who encourage me to keep going as a musician, because you all know as musicians yourselves how hard it is. You're putting yourself out there, you're performing, and sometimes it's really hard and it's really personal.
Yes.
Yeah, it's cutthroat sometimes, and that's why it's so nice to have a group of people that support you, because then...
that's what I was going to look up. Speaking of some movies, did you hear about our friend Steve Unger?
Yes. Oh my gosh, I just heard about that yesterday. Oh my gosh. So he is featured in a movie.
Yes. And I'm trying to get to the name of the movie.
So Steve Unger is the bass player from Metal Church, and he also produces or manages Sin Circus, right?
Yes, that is his son's band.
So shout out to Sin Circus. If you guys have not checked out their new music video, is it I Am God?
Yes.
Check it out because it's pretty cool.
It's amazing. It's
really good.
So the name of it is it's on bravewords.com. It's Beyond the Lights movie cast Metal Church's Steve Unger.
That's awesome.
So, yes, Steve Unger from Metal Church will be featured in a movie, I guess, featured or doing a cameo or Well, I guess it's not really a cameo because he's not playing himself, but doing something in that movie.
Well, right on. Like, right on. Cheers to you, Steve. Congratulations.
Cheers, Steve.
We'll be following that project as well.
So did we want to talk about what happens behind the scenes? Or
I guess a little bit, like,
I mean, that is kind of our topic, but I guess this is kind of like what happens beyond the scenes. Like,
this is kind of what it is. There's a little bit more. There's a little more swearing. There's a little more.
I've been keeping it real PG. Real PG.
Well, and most of you know, if you have been following us for a while, that I am a high school teacher and I like to keep things a little PG so that my students can tune in and watch it. And there's not that weirdness. I know that my worlds are going to collide sometimes because I have students that are fans. I have students that are fans of yours. You know, I have students that follow.
The mark of the dog says, "Hello, ladies."
Hello.
Hello. Mark of the dog. I just found out where we could send messages. Bam. Okay. I just made it go.
And I guess it's not that much different behind the scenes because we are just ourselves on camera. But like I said, there's a lot more swearing. There's a lot more like uncertainty with technologies. I mean, Max is a big part of our technology solutions because he doesn't claim to be really tech savvy, but he is way more tech savvy than he gives himself credit for.
He has saved the day more times.
Oh my God, so many times. And so far, so good. He hasn't had to come in and save us yet tonight. So I'm really digging this StreamYard program because of that.
Yeah, definitely. And I really love that there's, side-by-side cameras, which is
really cool. Like, I didn't mind that, like, the screen would change because it made it really interesting. But I really like having the side-by-side, too, and I think it's going to look really cool the more screens that we add on because you can add on 6?
Up to 6, and then you can have 4 down below in kind of a green room situation.
Okay.
I'll have to show you because I'm sure my screen is a little different than your screen.
Yeah, Crash course me, Crash.
Yeah. I'm not even that tech savvy, and I'm just like, I don't know what I'm doing. And somehow it always...
Guys, don't listen to her. She's
and here's the best part of StreamYard. Yeah, well, so the best part of StreamYard is, so we were having problems with people on Android devices.
Behind the scenes at Maxine's. Oh, where is he at? There he is. Hey.
Doggy. So the one
on the tilt, he's in pajama pants.
I love them. I love those pajama pants. I'm kind of jealous. About the pajama pants, honestly. But so here's the amazing thing about StreamYard, and I'm gonna plug them because they they provide us for the service for us for free.
Yeah.
So we were having problems with Google Hangouts not being able to connect with those people on Android phones or tablets. I don't have a tablet. Or tablets or, iPads. The only thing that really worked was the iPhone. And that was only if you were able to connect through the newer versions of the YouTube beta broadcast center. Anyway, with StreamYard, it doesn't matter what device you're on. All you have to do is go to desktop version and it works. So that's great news for us. So we're not going to have any more technical difficulties because that was one of the technical difficulties we were having.
There were a few technical difficulties, and one of them also being like how many steps some of our people that were joining in had to go through. Even myself, I had to go through several steps just to be online. I went through one step. to connect on StreamYard.
Right.
That's pretty sweet. I didn't always have to give my consent on the policy terms and stuff. And
yeah, what's nice about this one is when I'm making the program, it's so easy. What do you want to name it? I want to name it this. And then, yeah, and you connect, and it's amazing. So this is what we have from Mark of the Dog. Stream looking good. All right. Thank you, Mark of the Dog.
Thank you for letting us know. That's great to hear that our stream is looking good. I think it's the best it's been. This is awesome. Oh, man.
I really wish that we could have found StreamYard like before we even started our podcast, you know?
Yeah. Well, we kind of hit the ground running before we could even run.
That is true.
So we rushed into it, and we're in week 10. Can you believe it's week 10?
I can't believe it's week 10. We skipped a couple weeks because we had that one technical difficulty since we're talking about behind the scenes.
Right,
there was a technical difficulty where everything was great on YouTube, and then it would send you over to Google Hangouts, and it would just redirect and redirect and redirect and redirect and then it would just time out.
It was
like, you know, so we had to, that night, I stayed up until almost 2 o'clock in the morning. And that's when we were with LTATM Radio Network, which we are no longer a part of, but we wish them all the very best. And we hope to see them soon, actually.
Yeah.
But anyway, where was I at on this? Google Hangouts. I can't remember where I was. Remind me.
Well, I wanted to also echo that, like, LTATM is connecting again online, so check them out because they are working toward relaunching everything. And it was, like, part of our journey to do this show, but we realized that we are a YouTube channel and that we're not part of a podcast network, and that's cool. Like,
we're not real podcasters. We're just a couple musicians just trying to talk to other musicians, promote them, create friendships and brotherhoods and sisterhoods, and we're just trying to save music and be a united front because this is our industry.
Totally wrong. Behind the scenes right there is us as musicians just being people. Like, we're just regular human beings just trying to figure out how to do this show and learning as we go. So
hence all the freaking technical difficulties because
yeah, in
we're
fact,
drummers. We don't even have to plug in anything.
Last week I joked around how that should be a segment. I was like, technical difficulties. It's one of our segments.
On tonight's technical difficulty, I think with StreamYard, I don't think we're going to have those technical difficulties.
I don't want to speak too soon, but I'm really, really hoping so too. So
far it's been really super easy. And like I said, it works on so many different things, and we are able to broadcast live on different platforms like Facebook or YouTube.
Yeah, that's cool.
Or I don't know. There's a lot of them, I guess. I'm not sure.
That we will learn as we go. We kind of I don't want to say we wing it, but kind of wing it.
We wing it a lot.
We do. It's true. We're only human.
We had a week to test run this, and we didn't do it till like an hour before the show.
Yeah. At like 5 o'clock, we're like,
hey. Well, it works. Okay.
So I guess it was a little sooner, but still today we were like, oh yeah, let's test that out. And it was like, bam, it worked.
Oh, it worked so nice. It connected right up. I was able to, and I was worried that I wasn't able to get you on before we aired, but I like that the format is still pretty much the same. It's like Google-ish because you have to click the live button, go live button.
Google-ish, I like that.
I don't know. All right, look at this. This is another one from Mark the dog.
Oh,
thank you, Mark the dog. Stay tuned because we will be having guests on the show again. Like Maxine had mentioned earlier, this is a new format for us. And so we wanted to give it a test run and still keep true to our fans.
Definitely. It looks like he just subscribed to our Hangout. Thank you for subscribing. Yay.
I'm going to tell him, you rock. You rock.
You do rock. Rock on. Right on.
And these are coming live from YouTube. So, and also, if you missed the show, not to worry. You can still, go to our YouTube channel, which is Musicians Hangout, and you can watch all the shows. We have lots of different guests, and I'm so glad that we are going to keep this going, and we're going to have
guests. Last week, okay, so behind the scenes. Last week, after we signed off, we were pretty bummed, you guys. We were like, where is this even going to go? Because we hadn't found StreamYard at that point. We were like, what the heck are we going to do? Are we going to record this and then post it and not do it live?
And then we have to figure out how are we going to record it? Two people in two different locations. Do we record a video call? How do we record a video call? What platform do we use to record a video call and then post it later on? There's a lot of factors.
There are a lot of factors. Yeah, and you can't just record a video from your phone and upload it to YouTube without an iCloud. And without an iCloud, you run into only being able to post videos that are so long. We can't put on like a full hour or a full 2-hour show without doing it similar to this.
And I found that a lot of other platforms were limited to videos that were 15 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and I was like, that's not going to work.
Well, we ran into a lot of the same stuff as we researched because like stuff was not up to date. Stuff was dated when
2015, 2013. Yeah, it was very frustrating.
It was very frustrating. It was like, it was hidden. It was hidden information because like I said earlier, I'm an educator. I do research. It's something that should have popped up, but it took a long time to find. It's almost like they don't want to be found. I don't know, but this video that was
why I'm kind of plugging them right now, because I really feel like, those podcasters like us out here on YouTube definitely give StreamYard a try. It's free. You can upgrade, but I mean, and it's only like what, $20 and then $40 is like the premium
professional grade
member or whatever. But still, we just have, the classic basic free, and you can see that there's a Powered by StreamYard icon in your upper right hand corner. So I know over here.
The mirror image is getting to me.
Yeah, I'm telling you. So, but
camera.
It's over there. But right, you can't even see my finger because it's that way.
That way.
It's really opposite, Lynn, because that is not where it's at. Oh yeah, you got the up part.
This is gonna mess with me.
I can't be. It's in your screen.
Yes, it is. It is like,
It's over there. I feel so weird because I'm pointing to the left.
And it's opposite, yeah. Dude.
Really messing with me. This is kind of messing with me, but I like it. I'm not going to complain too much.
Yeah. Considering how we felt, like I was saying after the show last week, we were pretty bummed. It was pretty hard. I mean, we had some drinks, we had some conversation, but like the energy that we usually have, because you and I are upbeat individuals anyway. We try to look on the brighter side of things. And it was hard. It was like, man, are we going to have to go to just like a regular podcast where it's just, voiceover? And we just couldn't quite do that. It wasn't our thing. It's not what we want to do.
It's not who we are.
Right. This is what we want to do. And what's funny is that, before we started with Google Hangouts and we were on camera, and you know this about me, Crash, I like to hide behind my drum set. I don't like to be the face.
Me too.
So it took me a lot to be able to accept the fact that I would be on camera. And to not be on camera now would be a step back for us because of how far we've come in the last 10 weeks.
Yes, and it's so funny that you say that, because before, like, I hated that we were on camera.
I know, I kind of wanted to hide. I was like,
me too, but there's no symbols to hide behind, so I can't.
They're back there. They're just back
it's good. Back there. But but now it would be because you get to see the people that we are, and yeah, I love that.
Well, and feedback from fans, that's what they like about our show, is that they can see us and they do get to feel like they hang out with us weekly, because that's the other thing that's unique about our show, is that you're in Lake Stevens and I'm in Squim, and our guests are usually from elsewhere too.
Oh, thank you, Mark.
We're back there. There's a drum. That's cool.
I say yes. We both jump.
That's because we're both drummers. In fact, for those of you just tuning in, that's how Crash and I met. So we didn't know each other until, did I meet you in February?
Yes.
So we didn't know each other until February of this year. And, someone that had known us through LTATM connected us because Crash had told her that she was trying to learn how to sing and drum. And she said, have you heard of the Maxwells? Have you heard of Maxine Maxwell? And she said, no. So she introduced Crash to our band and to me.
She said that because you guys were on the week after.
That's right.
I was on the show.
That's right.
So I had tuned in because your guys' segment was called Married to the Band. So that was a segment on LTATM. And you and I had just clicked from there.
Definitely. So, yeah, we started talking drums. We started talking, singing and drumming. And we just started talking about, ourselves and our lives and everything. And we're so much alike. It's scary. Like, we think alike. And I love that. Like, I love that I have this newfound girlfriend that.
Me too.
That gets me. Like,
happy.
You get me, girl. I love you.
I love you too. And I'm so looking forward to seeing Allie next weekend, because she's another female drummer that is just our brains are so in tune.
She is so inspirational too. She's amazing.
She truly is amazing.
I love that girl. Like, she rocks at everything she does. She does so much.
She's been a big, huge help for my band, International Punk Kings. Got to give my boys a big shout out. Love you guys.
Hey,
so, like, hi, Troy, Zach, and Loki.
Hey, guys.
And thank you for the rest of you around the world for tuning in. Knack and others. I know Knack Panther well. He's in Germany, so. But,
hello to Germany.
Yes, hello, Germany. But Allie has been a huge inspiration to me.
Me too.
When I was just learning how to drum, I wanted to give up because I just didn't know if I could do it. And she's like, "You got this, girl. You're better than you think you are. You're better than you think you are." And she's been a huge help to my band IPK. It's a place where we can jam. She records us, even though sometimes we don't know what the hell we're doing.
That's all of us. Come on.
Puts up with us and our shenanigans.
Some of us just fake it, like, we're like, yeah.
Dude, as long as I could hear Zach, I was like, good. But then I kept, I don't know, playing on a different drum kit that isn't yours. And you don't want to, you want to move stuff to fit you, but you don't want to move it too out of kilter. So you try to minimalize the movement of how you really, really, truly need the drums. And finally, towards the end, I'm just like, I'm just like, I'm just gonna move this. I'm gonna move this. So after that, it was a lot better, and it was. I wish I could have brought my kid down there, but it's so huge that it's more of a pain in the butt than it's kind of worth. But I'm still not really willing to sacrifice,
Right, and I don't blame you. Like, a lot of drummers, we all prefer to work with our own kit. I mean, I always compare it to, and I probably compared it to this on the show before, wearing other people's shoes. Like they don't fit right. You can walk in them, sort of, but they don't feel right.
They might fit your feet, but they won't fit your feet.
Right.
So we have a new comment.
Fake it till you make it. Yeah, right on. That is behind the scenes of Maxine and Crash, because that's basically what.
Yes, I'm putting that right on. I wish. See, this is on Facebook yet. I'm gonna figure that out. So there's also a way where we can be on Facebook Live as well as YouTube Live.
Well, we'll figure that out,
I haven't figured that out yet. I will. And
I know you will.
Facebook Live thing, because we're going to have the cameras that other people that just like Facebook Live don't.
Yeah.
Like the StreamYard. Oh my God. I feel like Idiocracy, where he's just like, brought to you by Carl's Jr. Brought to you by Carl's Jr. But he keeps saying that because they pay me every time I do. You're so smart. Why don't you know that?
Well, in that case, again, singers, spray, sponsor me, Scorpion sticks.
Yes. Well, no.
Yeah, get your Scorpion sticks, man. No.
Hold on, I forgot. I had a drum audition the other day.
So they're all over the place.
I got them.
No way, a drummer's drumsticks all over the place. Really? So surprised.
I don't know where the damn camera is. Scorpion sticks.
Oh, those are cool. Are they green?
Well, these are the grip tip ones.
Oh, those are cool, girl.
But here's the thing: they're round tip.
Oh,
they're not almond tip.
Huh?
I play with almond tip. And they're a little bit longer than my Vic Firth.
They're longer, huh?
Yeah, but I have a better shot of getting something from Scorpion sticks than I will from Vic Firth.
That's awesome. Yeah, Scorpion has quite the deal. Like, I remember when you were on Allie's show, and she talked about Scorpion sticks. In fact, that's where I was informed about Scorpion sticks too, was through that show that you were on. And sounds really interesting, a really cool deal. You can get sponsorship from them like Allie does. You can have your own signature sticks, which is pretty rad.
And not only that, but they will send you a variety of sticks. A bunch of sticks in a bag, and then you can figure out like what sticks you like best. And I thought that was really cool because I messaged them on Facebook because I have no shame. I want to sponsor.
Cool. I should do that. I want to look at their website a little bit more. Do you know if they have anything alternative to wood? Because I don't use wood sticks. I use oh God, what are mine? I can't remember this. They're
carbon fiber.
Yes, carbon fiber. Thank you. I was going to say aluminum, and I'm like, that is not right. So they're carbon fiber. I've had the same sticks for over 12 years. I do have to change out the sleeves on them because they'll chip. But like these sticks have been with me for over a decade. So it's kind of like pry them from my cold, dead hands, people. But I started playing with wood sticks back in the day. So.
Ooh, guess who's home? Anthony's home. That's awesome. Speaking of sticks, I just broke a stick the other day.
See, that's why I don't use the wood sticks.
So now I'm down to like 3.5 pairs.
Right.
Because I have one stick that I use for my hi-hat. And then when that stick finally breaks, because you play your hi-hat more than any other drum or cymbal or whatever. I mean, that's your timekeeper.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you just chopping wood on that sucker.
Yeah, and it flies. Those splinters.
Oh yeah, I got a sawmill back there.
Yeah, I don't miss the splinters. I don't miss all. I don't miss all.
Yeah, I have to vacuum my drum carpet before I have to roll it up and pack it up.
So yeah, I'll have to research scorpion. I'll totally use some scorpion sticks if all they have is wood, because I think.
Well, here's the thing. So theirs isn't just like regular American hickory like Vic Firth. Theirs is weaponized hickory.
Oh.
So I'm trying to give them a shot, but like I said, they aren't exactly the right sticks for me, but I'm really trying to give them a shot. I just wish that I could get a fair shot by getting the correct sticks, which would be the almond tip.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I played with both. I prefer the almond tip myself. Mine are plastic. I don't have wood tip either. I have the replaceable plastic.
Oh, nylon?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of nylon tip.
Right.
I mean, that's just all drummers' different preferences.
Exactly. Everybody has their own preference. So, it's cool.
Right.
How many scorpion sticks do you have? How many pairs do you have?
I just have the one that Allie gave me. So hopefully, you know what? I'm sure I'm going to message her and see if she'll bring a pair for you.
Oh, you don't have to do that, but that'd be super cool. Like,
I'm going to do it anyways. She'll be fine with it.
I was going to say you should bring your pair so I can try them out.
Oh, yeah, I totally will.
I promise to be careful with them because
I'll totally bring it.
I know I'm a destructor of things. Drummers destroy things. So I'll be really careful, I promise.
If you can break these weaponized hickory sticks, I will be super, super impressed.
We'll see. No problem.
I haven't broken them yet, and I've smashed out on them a couple times.
It's pretty heavy, too. You're heavy-handed like me, so yeah.
And it's so funny, like, I don't think I am until people are just like, can you just like, I can't hear anything. I'm like, that's weird.
I jammed with a guy who did jazz and blues mostly, and he played blues festivals. He retired out here in Sequim, and Max and I jammed with him a few times here in our spot, and he told me I was like one of two of the heaviest handed drummers he's ever played. Like, especially for a woman, I hate hearing that.
I know.
But he's like, you're so heavy-handed and so loud. Can you like soften it up? And I was like,
I try, but then like I get really excited and I get into it. Like,
yeah, I get way
drumming. Like I'm drumming. Like,
yeah, like I can play some jazz, I can play some blues, but I prefer the hard rock and I prefer punk and metal. So it's just who I am and what I do. And I like to be animal back there. I can't stop that.
Me too.
That's
why I have all the extra junk.
We get each other, sister.
Well, I know you wanted to, you had other things to do tonight.
I do. So I have to sign off early, everybody, but it's been amazing to have another type of broadcast system on StreamYard. It's been awesome to connect. It's been an amazing night. It's been fun to be, like behind the scenes and show you a little bit more about who we are and what our vision is for the future of this show.
Right. And definitely stay tuned because you can't stop us.
No way. Can't stop us now.
Doing this. So, yeah, and we have lots of bands. I mean, around the world. Like, if you're in a local band or in a band, period, anywhere in the world, hit us up.
Yeah, get a hold of us.
You can find us on Facebook. You can hit us up under our bands, the Maxwells or Fatal Butterfly.
Definitely.
So, yeah, we are reachable, and we will definitely get you on the show. And here's the thing. You're in the comfort of your own home.
Exactly. You
at
can
all times.
You can hang
and
out.
It doesn't matter what device you're on anymore, unlike Google Hangouts.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we can definitely do this now, and no more like speakerphone.
You know what? We got really creative, and our guests got really creative with how to connect with us so far. So that's one thing that we definitely try to do is the show must go on no matter what, unless we cannot control it at all.
Yes.
So we stick through there thick and thin no matter what.
We are very creative, and hopefully we will never have any more technical difficulties. It sounds like we will find out definitely next week.
Yes, we will when we bring Death Fetish on our show.
Yeah, Death Fetish. I'm pretty excited about that.
Me too.
Death Champ just came on, so
sweet.
All right, so cheers, everyone. Hope you guys have a wonderful evening. And we will catch you next week right here on YouTube as Maxine and I host our guest, or have our guest host, Death Fetish on.
Awesome. See y'all next week.
All right. Good night, guys.
Thanks for hanging out with us, everybody. Good night.
Night.